I want you to wait.
All right, you're going.
Oh, you played Angel?
I mean,
Damn, that's crazy.
he played himself up.
Yeah.
Yippee!
You played
Oh, it
yourself.
feels so
I did.
good.
And the one time he
It's
decides to come back, huh?
amazing. I knew I wasn't
Yeah,
gonna
I
get
know. I
much
was
shit
like,
talking. I knew I wasn't gonna get much shit talking because I was just pushing buttons here on Discord. I was just like, sending a chat here and there. Oh, send a chat here and there. And I knew my man was defeated. It's okay though. It took me some time.
What you hear? What up, Glenn? Hey, man. Look at Glenn's top comment and follow that. You guys need to see that. That's what you guys
Hey,
gotta
Rudy,
do.
how come I
What
don't
up?
see the YouTube comments? Let's see the YouTube comments.
I think
Okay.
all four
On
of
the
us are here.
screen. You know how before you used to be on the screen? Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're not on screen because we have four of us here.
All four of us are here.
Yeah, it only happens when only 3 of us are here. That's why I see it.
So, hey,
Glenn
boy, I
says,
need to
smash the like button one time. One like is one prayer to soccer gods for good fucking link. Yeah, I believe we need that. So please,
No one's really
please hit
smashed
the,
the
Yeah,
like
for my
button.
fantasy football team.
please hit the like button. I don't know
I
what
need you
else
to bend
can
the knee.
possibly go wrong with these motherfuckers.
Bend the
That
knee, Angel.
fool-
Bend the knee.
What
Three
was that, Daddy?
and no club,
Give me-
baby. Three
no,
and
no,
no
no,
club, baby.
it's-
Let's go, baby.
You don't have to talk to me like that in front of these peasants. You know you're a worthy opponent, but
Okay.
I showed you how
All right.
to play.
I appreciate that.
No, don't even. Yeah, of course. Come on. All the things I did for you in high school, I might as
Sorry,
well teach
Daddy.
you in the adult life.
Yeah, I remember everything.
Oh shit! What up, Angel? When did you
Remember
get back?
how you taught me everything you taught me?
About the Rams?
Everything about the Rams. Remember you taught me about the Galaxy? Like, fuck, you're my daddy.
Everything.
Thanks, Daddy.
Iron Maiden?
Yeah.
That's
That's
all George's influence.
And
That's all George's
Yeah,
influence right there.
yeah,
you ever
George
see Dr.
is,
Evil admitting me?
oh my God. Yeah.
Hey, I was going to bench Zeke. But I was like, nah, I need the points.
For the 6 of you that are in here right now,
Damn.
I have no idea what the fuck we're talking
I
about.
don't
We're
even
talking
know
about
what to
fantasy
say,
football.
man.
George and Angel played this week, and
I mean, I was
if you
the only
haven't
one
context,
playing.
if you haven't context, George won. George took this one. Hey, Angel, you're having a rough start to the season, baby. You're having a rough start to the season. What went wrong this week, Angel?
Fucking fantasy, bro. I fucking hate fantasy. I hate fantasy football, bro, because it's not fair. Week 1, I played Rooney, right? And he obviously was the highest scorer, and I was the second highest scorer. And
Hey, payback's a
then
bitch, though.
fucking
Payback's a
McCaffrey
bitch.
decides to get injured. Yeah, and then after McCaffrey decides to get injured. Not the game I played him, but the game after he decides to get injured.
Mm-hmm.
This time with George, fuck, bro. How the fuck did George get 374 points? This is a brand new. This is new for you, right?
You know what
100 points in your
happened?
life?
I
You know what
think it's a point record for George
We
for
saw
sure.
Serious question.
goals. Hey,
I'm not even talking shit. Like, have you
No.
ever scored 374 points in fantasy
That
football?
is a
never
point
above
record.
350. Never above 350. I don't
It's a
even think
point.
never above 340. But you know what happened? The way that you're talking right now is me every season prior to this. About how the first week I always play you. You and me are the first and second highest score. Then some bullshit happens. Listen, welcome.
It's all right, man. It's all right, boys.
This season is not. There's something wrong about the season. Really,
No.
George, I really think that we need to restart Masa. We
Nah,
need to
fuck
restart
that.
the season.
Nope.
There's something that's just not wrong. First of all, I should have played George week 1. I don't know what happened. Like something.
I don't know why that happened because I
Right.
didn't manually switch anything.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
hilarious.
So George changed something. Yeah, so I gotta play. We gotta go back because week 1, I technically would be 3-0 right now. You know, so
And
it's
Masa would have Josh
Nah,
Allen, huh, Masa?
There's only 1-3-0, dog. There's only 1-3-0. Hey, George, you would have Never mind. Let's not go there, dog. It's too hurtful.
Yeah,
I'm not
you're
even
a
gonna say
hoe.
it.
No,
dog.
you're a
I ain't
thief.
gonna
Never
say it, dog. Let's go, boys. Yo, man.
Hey, hold on. Hey, F1.
Oh, let's talk about F1.
What happened to Lando Norris? I have no idea what's happened. So I didn't watch the race.
That shit was the saddest thing that shit hurt my fucking soul, bro. That shit hurt me so
What
bad.
happened?
He led most of the race. After lap 13, we fucking got through Sainz, and he led most of that fucking race. Towards the end, there's talks about rain coming in, and they're like, we're thinking about boxing. He's like, no, let me stay out. I can finish it. And from one lap to the other lap, it starts fucking pouring, bro. and my man can't stay on the track with fucking with the slicks on, so he goes off.
Just like this.
He goes off. Fucking he goes off. He doesn't lose it yet, but like because that fool Hamilton fucking he pits, so he gets the intermediates on. So this fool has to get through half a lap in 48 seconds to fucking still keep first place. But he has a slick, so I took him like a minute and a half to get through the middle sector.
Oh,
that was it. That shit hurt my soul because that fool had an amazing race, bro. He had a really dope race, and then yeah, that's just like
You should have listened to his fucking pit, dog.
he should have. Fucking because they're telling Hamilton the same thing. They were like pit, and he was like nah, and they're like, listen, like there's heavy rain coming in the next couple minutes. You need a pit, and he's like, okay, and that won the race. Y'all got
100 for my boy Hamilton.
That's just man, 100 races won. They're talking about in the last 5 years combined race winners. They don't have 100 races won.
That's insane. Who's the GOAT, dog? We're watching the GOAT.
Yeah, for sure. But also, like fucking Sainz had a really good race. George Russell had a really good quality. Max started in 20th, and he finished second. Like, you can't knock that. I don't care if you don't like him because you know his whatever. Like, you can't not knock the fact that he started in 20th and finished the second.
He's so good. We're in for a good season for the good rest of the season.
Yeah, man. Emmanuel, yeah, man. Feels good to be back. You know, life's a bitch sometimes, and we haven't been able to do it as often as we want to. But
we're back on some horrible news. We're back on the worst conditions. I thought we were going to come back to like a glorious fucking comeback.
Nope. Hey, but listen, we get more listens when we're shit, so maybe this works. We get more listens when shit. We're the fucking Arsenal fan TV of fucking the Galaxy, though. We get more listens when we're bad. Romo, man, I missed myself being in Arsenal. I really wanted to get out there, but shit happens and I couldn't make it. I lost my flight money because I didn't go. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'll be there next time, hopefully. But yeah, man, F1 was dope.
Fucking
you hear what?
I hate Galaxy. I hate fantasy football. I swear, yesterday I woke up. I'm like, today's gonna be a good day. I didn't wake up. I didn't sleep.
It started off well.
I was at work. From work. Yeah, right, exactly. So from work, I went straight to LAX, right? So, again, Arsenal, bro. I was like, no way. This can't be happening, and it happened, bro. Like they actually, in my mind, I'm like, damn. All right, let's see how this goes. You know, fucking, I land in Austin. Fucking Rams are smashing. I'm like, hell yeah! Oh, it's on. You know,
everything's all
and
right.
At one point. Yeah, and at one point I was projected to have like 380 something points in fantasy football. How many? Like 380 something points at some point, right? In fantasy football. I was like, hell yeah, fuck George, you know? And then it wasn't fuck George. And then it wasn't like Sunday night.
It didn't go down that way?
Nah.
Yeah, man.
It didn't go down that way. I should have stayed in fucking LA and gone to the Rams game. Fuck.
Let's talk about Arsenal real quick, though.
I don't know why.
Let's talk about Arsenal real quick, because I put the game on, no fucking like bar set real low. I was hoping we get a draw and not get embarrassed at home.
Yep.
Right. When ESR scores the first goal, for I literally like clap like this, right? I literally slow clap like, all right, like, good shit. Let's see if we keep it up. Fool, by the time fucking Saka scored, fool, I had woken up Anna, fucking the dog was at the bed because I was hyped, bro. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, like for real, like we really doing this? Like that shit was tight.
Yeah.
Man. That shit was tight. That shit was really. No, I hadn't seen Arsenal play Arsenal football in such a long time that it felt real nice to see. You know what I mean? Like it felt so.
I don't agree though. That was not Arsenal football, bro. Arsenal never played the fucking counterattack style. That's what they were doing. They were sitting back. They sat back. They play that counter game. That's a whole different style.
Listen, the fluidity in the way they attacked. I don't care if it's counterattack or if it's slow build up. The fluidity, the way they play, like the aggressiveness of the movements they were doing inside the box. Like we hadn't seen that in a long ass time, bro. Like I mean, we'll talk about the Galaxy because I think that's what they're lacking right now. But like Arsenal, they hadn't like it had been stagnant in like that game. They were not. They were aggressive as fuck. Fucking told me why fucking Gavi and Tierney, they look fucking they look like monsters. They're not. They look like monsters defending, though. You know what I mean? Fucking Partey in the midfield, boss, complete boss, bro, complete boss. That would look prime atleti fucking Partey, dog. Big hair Partey, dog. That shit was nice, man. ESR fucking in Saka. Odegaard looking like a fucking maestro out there, dog. Sheesh. Even Oba looked like he was fucking 5 years younger, especially with the Henry fucking slide. Oh god, stop it. Let's talk about. Can we look at Arsenal?
That show was tight. Yeah, that was good.
Let's just talk about Arsenal today. I don't want to talk about the Galaxy.
Hey, I said this before, but I owe Massa a lot of respect for the whole Kieran Tierney call, because I didn't see it at first. I didn't like Kieran Tierney, and Massa's proved that I didn't like him for shit. Yeah, like I didn't like his style, bro, and I don't know. Now I do.
Future captain.
I don't know why I do, because Massa was right. He's nice.
Future captain
nice
of Arsenal, though.
Yeah, I think so too.
Future captain. Romo, it's my green screen, bro. Like I have a green screen on because I got shit going on in the back. So every time I step up, like you see, like it doesn't recognize the color. So, yeah, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Show you what I'm talking about. So you can see. But I was surprised at that. I was also laughing at Man United because they're trash.
Yeah, I heard that they're still looking for that ball. Space. What's that? Here, Ramos' ball.
Fuck.
Oh shit!
I don't understand that. I still understand why Bruno Fernandes took that shot.
Yeah, Penaldo. It's in his fucking name. Like,
get it.
why isn't he shooting it?
Wait, Ronaldo was on the field. I thought he came off.
Oh, I don't watch lower league games, so.
Yeah, Ronaldo was on the field.
I do, Doug.
Who banned tonight? I don't know,
That's
Glenn.
crazy.
Glenn, you're a mod, so you can just ban everybody. Go ban Happy, dog. Fuck everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Don't ban nobody, dog. They're not coming back. Ban Romo? I mean, that's always good. That's always a good call. Banning Romo. All right, man. Let's get shit started. I missed the queue. I missed the queue by 2 minutes.
Do we have to? Fuck. Why did
You're the one that called for.
Yo, what up? And welcome to another episode of Straight from the Stands, an unapologetic, unofficial LA Galaxy podcast, hosted by 4 Foul supporters who bring you their thoughts and views on everything related to LA Galaxy, straight from the stands. I am your co-host Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart Level-Headed George, and the man with the facts, Massa. This is Straight from the Stands.
Your next level shit.
Let's try that one. There you go. Good evening. What up? What up? Took a month off, but we're back like nothing.
Easy.
Well, we won't be back next week. We'll take another month off. FYI.
I can't promise you. I
Listen,
can't promise you
that's how
shit,
it is.
man.
Like, we have a lot of PTO. You had a lot of
can't promise
PTO.
shit.
Like, after the last, was it 4 or 5 years of Galaxy season, we have PTO.
We gotta use our PTO before the year's over. So.
Yeah.
It seems like we're back. It seems like we're back. It seems like we're back to the last 4 or 5 years. So,
is
we
it?
had to use our PTO.
Masa, so it's not over? I thought it was a wrap. All right, man. Angel, we got you back. What up, Papa? How you been?
What?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, you're laggy.
Did I cut off?
Laggy for me.
Oh, I say you're back. Hadn't been in a while. How you been?
Right now I'm mad, bro. So ask me later when I let it out. I'm mad right now.
I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you at the end of the show. Ask how you doing.
Yeah, come back to me later. Yeah,
George, how you doing, Papa?
Pretty good. Just got back from New York. Probably.
Dead ass beat.
Dead ass. That shit was fun. That shit was mad fun. I do everything the Yaki way now. I didn't know who the fuck he was, but apparently I posted up a picture and everyone went crazy. I was like, so he's known.
Yeah.
Long story short, he makes some dope ass sandwiches, but it was fun.
Top cheese, not sandwiches, dog. You better get that shit right. That ass.
Top cheese. And then I came back on Sunday just to watch the Galaxy lose. I wish I never came back, dog. They don't show trash teams in New York.
You should have stayed out there. You've been happy.
Yeah, they don't show trash teams in New York, dog.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious. Masa, how you doing, Papa? How you doing?
Great, dog.
Yeah, you good? This weekend was good for you?
It was good for me. Watching everybody die on socials was amazing, and it wasn't me, so that shit was amazing.
You let someone else take the reins in the payaso?
Who did? I
Payaso
don't have
mayor?
socials like that anymore. Remember?
Yep, everybody died. Shout out to my boy Toti and Gio's little brother Johnny. Their first away game, and Johnny couldn't even make it to the hotel. So I love it.
Shit.
You love to see it.
I saw a picture of Johnny literally like asleep on the floor in the cement in the street, bro. Like fucking hilarious. GG's, Tati, GG's, Johnny. Hope you guys have fun. Hope you guys go.
Yep.
Many other fucking away games. How's your fantasy? Your fantasy season? Your football fantasy season?
Me?
Yeah.
You talking to me or to Angel?
Yeah, no, talking to you right now. No. Just
I'm not answering questions about fantasy football right now.
I'm doing good. I'm doing
good.
Yeah. I lost to someone I shouldn't have lost to. I beat someone who I shouldn't have beaten, and I lost to someone that I was supposed to lose to. So so far we're on track.
We're on schedule.
We're on schedule right now. So
that's what's up.
It's all good, baby.
That's what's up, man.
Let me ask you. I'm rude. Let me ask you. How's your season going?
No, ask me first. Ask me first.
George, how's your season going?
Listen, I'm doing better than expected. I'm above 500. I lost to what potentially could be the first place team for the next maybe week or two. But let me ask that first place. No. Hold up. Peasant, I'm talking to you. How was your week this week?
Fuck you. Yes, Daddy.
For background to that, Angel and I played each other this week, and
how about you tell me how was my weekend, Daddy? You tell me however my weekend was, however it should be. And
no, it's okay. I'll show you from this loss. I'll teach you. But let's talk to the ultimate daddy right now.
3-0, baby. All right, let's get the guys who talking. Let's get.
Hold on. Before that, I just want you to know that the Raiders are 3-0 too, and I see you guys going down the same track. I see you guys going down that same black hole.
Listen. I mean, you talking about Carr is top 3, top 4 fucking QB in the fucking in the league right now. You know what I mean? We all right, dog. You seen Waller fucking reach up for these fucking grabs, dog? Come on, ain't nobody stopping him, dog. Come on, dog. Raiders will be all right. They ain't gonna be good. They'll be all right. All right, but let's get into the guys talk.
You're trash, though, bro. You want to trade me Cooper Kupp?
Like, why would I trade for fucking the wide receiver 1 to anybody right now? Like, why would I fucking do that? I just draft real nice, dog. You know what I mean? I just draft real nice, guys.
No, don't even talk about this shit. Get this started.
Let's get going. So listen, we've been off for about a month, right? Probably the best time to go off, right? Because Galaxy wins in 7. So we missed a big chunk of that, which is a good thing. But I think today definitely talking about Austin, but definitely let's just kind of recap everything we missed over the last month and a half or so. And let me start by just throwing this out there. I want to fucking. There's been 7 games, right? Our last victory came in August 4th versus RSL at 1-0.
August 4th, fuck.
August 8th versus Vancouver, we tied 1-1. August 14th. Oh, I lied to you. August 14th, we won against Minnesota. That's the last game we won. August 17th against Colorado, we lost. August 20th versus San Jose, we lost. Tied against Levas. Tied against Colorado. Tied against Houston. Lost to Minnesota and lost to Austin just this weekend. Prior to this, every single loss that I had arguments on, like, 1 or 2 things go different, and we get a result here, we get a result there. Mm-hmm. Right? The last 2 matches, Austin and Minnesota, like, I have nothing to say. Like, I was funny because I was having a conversation with Anna yesterday. Like, we're doing a pod tomorrow, and for the first time, I was on the boat as well. For the first time in a very long time, like, I don't have much to say. I don't know what to say. Like, right? Like, I don't have the excuses for this team right now, especially the last 2 results. Like, I don't have excuse. I can't even comprehend on like how the wheels just fall off like that, because you're
the most optimistic of the bunch too. You're the one that comes in here and be like, listen, man.
Listen, I'll go off of Alejandro Gonzalez. I'll go off of Alejandro Gonzalez's comment on the chat, right? He says, Night News taught me I'm too optimistic as a Galaxy fan and overall as a person. It's time to get real with our feelings. Being optimistic ain't applicable to this team no more. I mean, I'm pretty much echoed just what he said, right? I'm the optimistic one in this group, in this pod. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for explanations. I'm lost for excuses for this team. But let's get going with Austin. Let me break it down with the starting lineup. We had Bond back and goal after missing a couple games. Villafania left, Stairs and Koulibaly holding down the center back positions. Araujo out right. Cabral left. Revolution and Santos handling the midfield. With Leggett playing a little bit of the Camero and Vasquez out wide, I guess. I'm not even sure necessarily how they shaped up in the field, but that's who was in there. Chicharito being our main striker. Solid lineup, right? Like, I mean, we look at it.
Yeah.
And you can move a piece here or there, but like you could argue this is a strong starting 11, right? Maybe the preferred starting 11. Like, again, arguments can be made for positions, but like it's not a starting 11 that you're like, I can see weak links right there. Am I wrong?
No, not at all. I think for the past couple games we haven't had a weak lineup, even without Chicharito. I feel that there's been people that against the teams that we're playing, it should be enough of what we're competing against.
Yeah, Masa Angel, you guys got thoughts on the lineup when you guys saw it? I know Angel, you're out in Austin.
I think. I'll tell you something. I didn't look at the lineup. We did the whole march to the stadium, the whole night, so I didn't really see the lineup until the game actually started, right? And I had to see like, okay, who's where, who's going what, who's doing what. So at some point, they were all over the place, right? It didn't seem like Leggett was where he was playing supposedly, and Dos Santos and Vasquez. It felt like there was a lot of rotation going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't notice Cabral was in there from the very beginning. Now I was pissed. I don't get it. Listen, I will say one thing. I guess really, I'm not really gonna knock Vanny for his decisions over the last month or so, right? I understand some players have been out of some international duty or whatever, right? Whatever it may have been. So if I'm mistaken, I think last game was like the first game that we actually had everyone back together or something like that, right? So
yep,
I get that, but I was pissed not seeing Grandsir in there from the get-go in a game that you have to win.
Yeah.
To me, Grandsir, and I know it's getting a little ahead of us, but this guy needs to be starting every single game. He is our best player right now, and he's the only player right now with creativity.
Hey,
So,
listen, I have arguments on that, and I don't necessarily want to get there yet because I think we'll talk about it when substitutes come in. Because I have similar thoughts on him and Alvarez. But I hear you. I mean, I think you have a solid argument there, right? Because like Cabral has been bad, right? Even more so than Grandsir bringing in something different, bringing a different spark when coming in. Like Cabral has been bad, like just like really bad. Masa, you if I remember correctly, you were pretty up on Cabral when we first got him. It's not that, yeah, right? It's not that anymore. Talk to me about Cabral right now. Like why is he still in the starting lineup? Or is there a mystery to you as well?
Squad rotation.
No.
Coach got squad wrong again and again and again and again. I don't know. I would bench him, to be honest.
Yeah,
give him trash minutes at the end. Like if you really want to prove something, come off the bench. Have that little spark that you have at times off the bench. I agree with Angel. Grandsir should be starting over Cabral if you're not gonna play both of them. Grandsir should definitely be starting over him. So I don't get it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's hard to justify, right? Like he's been bad, and here's I'm gonna give you my take on this guy, right? Like I don't think what he's trying to do in the field is necessarily wrong, but there's just so much doubt. Like if he was just aggressive and just went after his moves, whether he gets them or not, like he's more aggressive and he's pushing back, right? But because he's so like tentative to actually like make the cut or take on the heavy touch or whatever it is he's doing, even the crosses, like when he's trying to look for a pass, like it's like half a second, even 2 seconds delayed because he just like I think he's in his head too fucking much thinking about what he's doing, right? If he was just aggressive and banks in the pass and banks in the cut left and takes the space, like he will do much, but he's just so tentative doing all this shit. Like, and I don't understand that because like when we first saw him, like the first couple games, I think one of the big things we liked was the fact that he was aggressive, that he was taking on, that he was looking for that space. And it just seems like all that is just kind of like taking a step back, and he's doubtful in that. And when he does it, it's too late. And when he doesn't, he just slows the play down like so fucking much that like we're going back. We're passing back to fucking whether it be a Fanyo or Nico out back, and then looking for center backs to kind of start the playoff again. Big problem. And like it's not only the fact that he's being not effective, but he's also like just stopping the place a lot. George, you got anything to add on Cabral before we get off the Cabral rant chain and move on to the game?
Echoing what Masa said, I was huge on him. And Masa and I would talk during games because we backed them up a lot, and it just got so hard to the point where you just can't pack up this player anymore. And back to what Angel was saying, there should be no reason why Granzier is not starting. He's been a spark to this team. He makes runs for this team. He opens up. I just don't get it. Other than, I mean, I can't say rotations anymore. There's no need to rotate anymore. We need to win, so we got to put the best squad out there. And I just think our coach is getting it wrong.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting because like it's a constant, right? Like he's there, constant. Like when's the last time he was sat down like and not start a game? Yes, top of your head, I gotta look it up, but like just top of my head, like I don't remember it, right? Like it seems like he's a constant figure in our lineups, like no matter who's available or not, like he's always featuring. It's interesting. Let's move on to the game, and I think we'll come back and talk a little bit more about Granzier and Cabral, and maybe Revolution, because I think, I think it's in time to start thinking about like what it looks like for them next year as well, right? Because I think we'll see growth in them, but how much we should expect from each of the new players is something I find interesting. I want to see where you guys' heads at. But let's talk about this game. All right, so I didn't think the start of the game was bad.
It wasn't.
It wasn't at all.
I thought the start of the game there was aggressiveness and there was more thought. But you know what my problem is, and here I'm if you guys play soccer and you guys practice like at all, like you guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. But what the Galaxy doing right now is they're running drills, right? Like you always had a drill where you pass the ball, you run to a position, they pass it back to you, you pass it back to them, and then you may exit out.
Yep.
That's exactly what they're doing. And then that's it. Like there's no creativity, there's no freedom there, right? Like it's super stagnant. They pass the ball, they run one side, they wait for a pass back, and then like everybody's just in the positions and nobody's really making any other move. So after the third pass, like where's the fucking option, right? And that's Chicharito, and that's Legit, and that's Cabral, and that's Araujo. Like that's everybody in the attacking front. They do these fucking these practice drills where they pass the ball, they make the right run, they collect the ball again, and then it just stops. Right? Like, and that's what we saw. Like, and it looked good in the first 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. It looked good. Like there were the passing lanes were there. But after you run the drill 5-10 times, like it's pretty easy to catch on, right? And for me, it takes a lot. It takes Vasquez out of the game. Because Vasquez needs you to make those runs so he can find you in the open space, so he can find you behind the defense back. And there's not enough of that. Sorry, I think I just went on a rant and kind of derailed the conversation a little bit. Boys, talk to me about the first half. Talk to me about what you guys saw. Anything you like? What we really hate? Yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna echo what you said. Yeah, I'm gonna echo what you said, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's it. I'm just gonna echo what you said. I have nothing else to add.
I was waiting for something
because it's true. No, like I have nothing else to add because that's exactly it, man. It felt like drills with no creativity. Like there's nothing else. Like where's the end product? What's happening? Okay, so what's happening now? Look, I understand the first 10-15 minutes to set tempo, right? To control the game. I get that. Sure, maybe if you can get your chance, maybe you don't see an opportunity if Chichi doesn't make a run into the box or doesn't, an angled run or whatever, right? If he doesn't do anything out of the ordinary, it's okay. The first 10-15 minutes, you're setting tempo. Then after those first 10-15 minutes, then what? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I echo everything that you're saying. I really have nothing else to add, Rudy. I mean, it's sad. It's pathetic that professionals can't figure it out. Once, twice. And we're not talking about, subpar professionals where I can be like, I don't know how this guy didn't make it to be a pro. No, we get why these guys are pros. We get it. So where is this? And we're talking about Chicharito, Vasquez, Legit, Santos, Veloson. Listen, even Cabral, I get that he's been subpar, but these are players that any other team in the MLS are probably starting too. So I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand this off to George Massa who wants to pick this up, but this wasn't the case this whole season though, right? Like this is happening, especially the last two games, where like the creativity just gone. Because I'm telling you, like, and I started this part by saying this, like, the previous defeats and even draws, like I was upset because we should have won those games, right? Like there was chances created and there were just missed opportunities that we didn't take. Minnesota and Austin, we're never in those games, to be honest. Maybe at 0-0, but like after they score, like it we're never really in there, right? Like it wasn't like we imposed ourselves in those games. So Master George, whoever wants to pick up, like what happened? Like how? Like why did it actually dry up? Like our players didn't change. If anything, like they have more fucking of a connection now. They've been together. Somebody explain that to me.
So I have a thing, and it might be against popular thought that I thought that we didn't deserve to be in third place even from the beginning. I was on here echoing that this team's not that good. I didn't feel it. I didn't see it. Sure, there was creating chances, not putting them at the back, and we were taking L's because of that. We started off on a hot streak. We were playing subpar teams. We were beating the Miamis. We weren't playing good teams, and you throw rivalry in there, so we're gonna have to show up for that. But I didn't feel this team to be this good to what everyone was thinking. I think now we're just getting exposed for what I thought we were going to be, which is not a good team. But at the end of it, we are rebuilding. But this is not, to echo what you were saying, this is not how a team should be playing. It feels like drills are happening. It feels like they're still on that practice squad. And then you have to turn towards the coach. I'm by all means, I'm not saying Vanny out. I'm not saying none of that. But there has to be a change. There has to be a spark. If it's not the players, then it's you. I understand that you live by, I'm not going to make a sub past the 60th minute. It gives me GBS vibes because we would be looking in the 45th minute like, man, that play was trash. Let's get a sub in. And they wouldn't sub them out. These players don't feel that urgency. They don't have that, I fucked up. I know I'm going to be taken off at the half. They'll have, I still have another 15, 20 minutes to play. I don't think this whole season we've seen a sub at the half. And I could name you, I don't have enough hands to name you how many players should have been subbed off at the half by each game. It's just frustrating because you see the players, as you see the talent that we have on the field, and they show talent elsewhere. They show talent whenever they're with their national team. They've shown sparks of talent in this team, but combined, I don't see it. And yeah.
Listen, I'm myself take that on. I don't agree with your whole sentiment. There's parts of that I agree with. I don't agree with the whole thing. But Masa, your thoughts, man? Like how, where, when? Let Masa run in there and then we'll come back.
That's crazy.
Masa.
To me, it's quite simple actually. So we still lack creativity, even with Vasquez, just because our players are so stagnant, like you said. So when we get scored on first, dog, everybody just got to draw back and defend.
Right.
And then what? We don't have the fucking players that move, and then we don't have that one player to pull something out of the ass to get us back in. And that's why we lose most of the games we get scored on first, because we don't have that creativity going forward. And that shit's whack, dog. Like this game, example in this game, and I don't care how many goals Chicha scored this season, dog. He should have put that one away. And early on, the one Vasquez put him through.
Yeah.
If he puts that away, dog, this shit's a different game. But I mean, that was like the one creative play we had all game.
Listen, no,
the whole game.
Also, that set piece that Jonah puts him on, that should have been another goal. He has a free header.
Header?
Yeah, he has a free header. That's his bread and butter. Like he should have put that on.
Or the one that Leggett gives him instead of taking a fucking shot, he tries to play.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Point is that if we don't score early, dog, and then like I feel like we start off good, like 15 minutes, and if we can't put it away in the first 15 minutes, then the team is fucked. And this shit's been like that for the last month or so, month and a half.
All right, so I'm big on Vanny, right? I'm not out on Vanny, but like something's happened, right? Because at the start of the season, one of the things I was the most happy about is the fact that we go down 1-0, and these guys were on the heels, just chopping at these, trying to get the ball back, trying to score a goal, trying to turn it around. It's not that energy anymore. It's not that energy anymore, right? And again, the only thing I kind of go against what George said was like the fact that these players have shown skill here. I look at fucking Revolution, right? That guy, like, I think there's a step down from where he started, but that guy is still fucking, like, he's nice, man. Like, he's real nice in there.
He started way too high though.
Well, he started because he's scoring goals, right? But like, I was always impressed on the fact that he could pass the ball, that he's calm in the middle of the park, and he could put in a tackle. Like, that's what I want from a fucking CM, right? So like that hasn't changed much. I think like the aggressiveness and maybe like getting up forward, it hasn't been there as much. But he's still decent. You know what I mean? Like both Bond and Klinsmann, like both of these guys are decent keepers, and both of them are upgrades to anything we had since Pinedo, right? Like there is a lot in this team. It's just that like it's not working, man. Something's not happening right now. Yeah, like can we? So there's a few chances. The one Massa talks about that Vasquez puts him on. The one that Legit gets inside the box with that space, and he tries to feed Chicha. I need this guy to be ruthless there, man, and just fucking blast it past the keeper at that point. You got past the defense. You got it to go in front of you. Don't give a fucking pass. Like, I mean, rocket that shit right past the keeper, bro. Like, all eyes on goal. We need the fucking goal, right? We need to fucking win. We need to start winning. Like, why are we passing the ball there? I don't get, man. Let's keep going with this game. Like, after the first 10, maybe 15 minutes, I don't even know, it was 15 minutes. Like, Austin shows it out too. Like, and it's crazy to see where they're at because, again, I don't think we even defended. No, I don't. Listen, I don't even. I don't like as a group. I don't think we defended it bad. Individually though, like when there's moments you need to like react. I mean, let's go into this goal. Let's go into goal.
We're going to straight in second half. The goal.
The goal. The goal they happened second half, right? Well, I mean, what happened in the first half other than some maybe chances? I mean, I'm not talking whatever you guys want, but like there's not much. There's not much in the first half. You know what I mean? Like both directions, right? Again, like you see Vasquez when our players make runs for them, you see Vasquez's skill because he can ping a pass, man. Like, and you saw this game, like when people move for him, he can ping a pass from anywhere, like from whether it's set piece or on the move, right? But we don't have enough of that, and that's the fucking problem, man. I mean, upsetting by Chicharito, right? Because like that's the one person we knew that was always going to make a run, was always going to drag defense out, was always going to make something, right? Something to kind of drag somebody out and get somebody else in a position or get him some position. But that's not even there. And it makes it easy for a defense to fucking kind of just sit back there and say, okay, we got you in front of us.
Yeah, but nobody's worried about him because they just block passing lanes.
Yeah.
So how do you expect the defense to react to that fool? Yeah, you have to keep an eye on him, but if you fucking keep two on him at all times, and then Cabral's fucking wide up by the fucking corner, and that fool can't take anyone on, and he can't put a pass in, like, yeah, just sit back because these fools ain't gonna do shit. Yeah, our fucking midfield is so spread open, like this shit's jokes, dog.
But no one checks in. But it goes to what you're saying too, though, right? Like when all this is happening, and whether it's credit to the opposing team or just shit on us, like we don't have that player who's gonna make the difference, who's gonna do something that's out of the norm, who's gonna put it on the shoulders and take us to a victory, or at least get a spark going on for us, right?
Well,
like,
then try something different. So that's on the coach then, because when we play three at the back, and we play fucking wing backs, we play better with Joveljic and Chicha up top. So then try that.
So this is why I wanted to fucking talk about this goal. This is why I want to talk about this goal because like again, like what you're saying, fair. But like the reason, like look how we concede this first goal,
man.
Right? Look how you concede the first goal. Like, what's his name? I can't even say his name, but you know what I'm talking about. Their striker, like he cuts left. and we track him, which I think is fair. We track him on in top of the box. I think that goes off to fucking Fagundes, and there's a touchback to him. When he gets a touchback and he gets to face goal, like we have to have multiple bodies in front of him to put a stop in there, right? But the fact that he gets the fact that he gets the ball, gets the shot out, Bond with a reaction block. I can't blame him for like dropping it back in the middle because I think he just drops to make that block. Kind of hard to kind of really guide the ball elsewhere. But there's no way that the guy who took that shot is the first guy to react to that ball.
You know why?
You have.
You know why?
Floor, Revolution stays watching.
Because fucking Daniel Stare is doing Daniel Stare shit, and I'm not putting the blame on him, dog. I mean, just watch it back. Before the shot, he's already on the fucking ground and he's just staring while he's on the fucking ground. Bro. At least scramble or something. Roll fuck over. I don't know. Do something, bro. Like, fuck, man. You just watching this fool take a shot?
The question, the ball was back into the middle. I'm not blaming this person, but just soccer thought. When the ball comes back and I see Julian go with it with his right, I yell, why not go with your left?
But that's also reactionary, right? Like, because it just kind of comes to him.
100%, but then even when you're getting pushed off, if you hit with the left, like you get a touch at it. If you go with your right and you get pushed off, like that's it. They got you out of the game. But it's just nitpicking now.
Yeah. I hear that, but like listen, like if I throw something at you, what hand are you catching it with?
Both.
Next topic. No, but we don't. Is that thing like when he sees it, he goes with his right foot because he's right-footed. Like I think that's hard. But Koulibaly, I think he should have fucking like done more to like block him out of the ball, right? Because I think he has a space. Like it doesn't have to be a foul. Shit. Like he can just go towards the ball and block him out.
Okay. Two center backs for me were ass on that play. Obviously, it's Stare speaks for himself. He's on the fucking floor staring at the whole thing. Go back and watch it and freeze frame. And you will see he's just sitting on the floor, staring at everything. And right next to him, Siani doesn't follow the run from, I'm guessing it was Fagundes, whoever made the run. He stops also at the top of the box, right? Stops just to stare and watch what happens. Then he sees the ball comes right back to the same player that took a shot was like Dominguez. Is that his name, right? Dominguez, I think it was, or whatever. I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
The Yeti.
Oh, okay. But, yeah, that's right. Yeah. The same guy took the shot from the outside, right? Mm-hmm. So then he comes right back to him, and then you see Siani. Fuck, he feels like Siani. Koulibaly react after the fact.
Yeah.
He doesn't follow through. He doesn't do anything. He's just there. The only guy that I saw try to do anything at all was Araujo. Everyone else, come on, bro. And these are Steres. Obviously, we know. We don't have to speak about him anymore. But I will say one thing that for sure, the one player that we've held on terribly this season has been Koulibaly. Yeah. I don't know if I'm watching Koulibaly or Siani anymore. It's the same fucking player to me.
Harsh, but you know, harsh. But it is what it is. Like I won't sit here and defend them.
Yep.
I won't sit here and defend them. I think that's a little harsh, but like I'm not going to defend them. But that's a problem though, right? Because listen, if you just do if you just follow the play, like especially Koulibaly in his size, if he follows the play and he gets his body in front of the ball, even if he doesn't get his body in front of the ball, if he gets near and makes him uncomfortable, take that shot, like we have better odds at doing something, right? So like this to me comes to like it wasn't our shape that was bad because it wasn't. It's our focus not being there, right? Because like. Both our center backs for that 1 second just were not focused. We're not in tune.
Again, motherfucker. God damn
it. Again, but listen, like we can harp on Stairs right now, but Stairs had an uptick this season, right? Like he's been playing better than we expect him to play, right? The reason like that when I saw it, I wasn't like fuck, right? I was more fuck about Koulibaly because I was like maybe we get Williams in there and fucking Williams Stairs could do something. I don't know. But again, like what I wanted to point out to is it was not necessarily that our shape was all fucked. It wasn't like that team that figured out how to get through us and break our defense. It was just our center backs kind of took the play off, and that resulted in a goal, right? So for me, like to say here, like Van needs to fucking figure out the formation. I don't even think it's all that. I think it's just like these boys are letting the coach down at this point, right?
But when I suggest the three in the back, to play defensively better. I'm talking about going forward. Just going forward, we ain't shit in whatever this formation that we're running right now. We play so much better when Julian and whoever the fuck is at left back, because both Nico and Villafana are fucking garbage.
Nico more than
So
anything else.
I don't know, dog. I said que se dan vergazo los dos.
Nah, hell no. Listen,
I don't know, bro.
I wanted to bring Nico up, right? Because I tell you this about Nico. The only thing Nico has is speed. His first touch is fucking whack. Villafana is better. His passing fucking whack. Villafana is better.
Villafana does not have good passing, my G.
No.
Man, he's predictable as fuck.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, right? I said his passing, Villafana's passing is better than Nico's. I didn't say he was good. That's just how bad Nico is, bro. Because like Villafana's passing is obvious, is too fucking, it's too obvious what he's doing, but he at least gets a pass back to his defender or to a guy in front of him, right? Nico has somebody in the middle and tries to give him a pass, and there's like two people in front of him. Like, you know what I mean? Like he just doesn't have perception of where to give a pass and what pace to give a pass or who to give a pass to. Like Nico's just garbage. He just has pace. And I like it. Like, for me, I'm glad it's a fucking loan because we get him off the books after 5 months, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's not good, bro. He's not good at all. But like again, like my point. So here's the thing: when it comes to Vanny, actually, let's go through his game. I expected a immediate response. No, I didn't expect. I was hoping for immediate response after the goal. I didn't expect it because I know my team. But I was hoping for like immediate response. Whether that came in subs or that just came in attitude, where like the boys were gonna go out there and fucking get at their heels, try to win the ball back, get a goal on early, or after getting scored on. But the reaction wasn't even all that.
There was no reaction.
That's my thing right now, right? It's been my thing forever. It's the way we lose games, right? Where's the sense of urgency? Where's that? This is what I'm saying. What I'm seeing right now is no different than the last 4 or 5 years. There's one thing you guys can listen to this podcast is this 4 or 5 years. One word that comes out a lot is probably urgency, right?
Frustration too.
Don't have that again. Yeah, well, for sure, definitely. But I'm talking specifically to the players. Frustration for us. I'm talking about the players, right? That we don't see urgency to win games. Like, I don't. How many times have I said this? George, Masa, Rudy, when we were playing together on Thursdays or just anywhere, right? We're losing, and where's that? We have that urgency. Like, fuck. Okay, we need to go. We need to go. We have that. Us, we're nobodies. We have that urgency. These are fucking professionals. These are professionals that don't understand the concept of urgency. You're losing a game. You know that you're at this point. We're really close. The other teams that be below us, right? We don't have that cushion anymore. Mm-hmm. Where is that? Where is it in your mind? Where does it not click? Urgency that you guys need to go after this game. It was flat. There was nothing. It's like, oh, they scored on us. Okay, it's like they have no soul. There's nothing, no feelings. They no emotions. It's just nothingness there.
It's just so stupid because now we're talking about that. Oh, each game's a final. Each game's a must-win, and we've been sitting here talking within each other. Obviously, we haven't been on for a month. It's like, yo, we got to win the next one. We got to, and then we haven't won in 7 games. After the 8th game is when you say every game's a final.
Well, listen again. But here's the problem with this, right? Like, I still believe that, like, prior to these last 2 games, every other game, like, we're in a shot to getting a result, right? Like, it hadn't fallen our way. These last 2 games have not been that. Like, these past 2 games, we've been outplayed by Minnesota and Austin, right? Like, by Minnesota and Austin. I think the other game that comes to mind that I think was just horrible was against Houston. Because that's another team we should have walked away with, like, something. But these 2 games have been bad. My concern right now is the fact that, like, when you hear Vanny, he's saying all the right things, man. Like, his concerns are correct. He's calling out the players in the right manner. But there's no reaction with the boys, though, right? Like, the team hasn't got the reaction. That's scary.
If you're calling out the people, why is Cabral starting? As a coach, you think that he's doing what he's supposed to be doing?
He's banking on him. Listen, again, I'm not gonna. I said this. I always said this about, like, Alessandrini. I said this about Efra. I said this about all these players. Like, we can look at what they do on the field, but we don't know what's going on in the practice and in the chats and what's going on, like, to justify his fucking coming out. And again, we could talk shit. Like, if anybody's gonna talk shit about Vandy, I'm not necessarily gonna fucking say, hey, stop, you can't talk shit about Vandy because listen, we haven't won in 7 games. The last 2 performances have been shit, and it's getting close to the end of the season. We're kind of starting to feel the same shit we've been feeling the last couple of years, right? So like, I'm not gonna sit here and try to back everybody off of Vandy, but I don't think Vandy's the issue. I think our players I think the players coming into the game, I think the players in the practice, I think the players like, as a unit, they feel one way, and then when they get hit in the mouth in the pitch, they kind of shit themselves.
It kind of sounds like what I was saying about GBS.
Yeah, but again, but again, look at the first 10, 15 minutes of this game, right? And that'll tell you everything you need to know, because that's when with GBS we didn't look anywhere near those good as we do in those first 10, 15 minutes, or when we look good, like we look a better team. But it just kind of fucking dries out. Like, and again, I'm sounding like I'm fucking on repeat right now, but I'm lost for words, right? Like I'm lost for ideas on what's going on here. Nothing, no reaction of the Galaxy versus Austin after the first goal. In fact, like it felt like Austin wanted the second goal to fucking really put this game to sleep, which they end up getting on a good goal. On a good goal.
Fire goal, dog.
On a good goal, but again, like it's just like the horrible defending, right? And this is on Leggett. This one is on Leggett for me, because Leggett is in Leggett's in the area, but never steps up to actually make them uncomfortable to get in front of the shot, to get in front of the path of the trajectory of the ball. Like it's just too slow, like not aggressive enough, right? Just like you're in the right position or near the area you need to be in, but like, why not step up and at least throw your body against it, right? Throw your body against the shot or whatever. Try to get something on it. Like there's not enough fight like that, right? Did I see that wrong? Any thoughts on like, you know what I mean? Like it should have been more there, right? It should have been more of an attack there.
Either you're gonna foul him. What's the worst is gonna happen? They're gonna score a goal on us. We already know. Oh, well, we didn't think it was gonna be a banger, but come on now, are you serious? Do something about it. If putting your foot is good enough for you, Masa, then you're full of shit. Because you're the type of person that would have taken out that player.
I would have taken them out, and that's why I fucking dislike our midfield, though, because there's no one who does that shit.
Say legit.
Everybody's trying to play too fucking clean. This shit's annoying, but it's not in their DNA though, and that's what pisses me off. That we don't have a player like that, and we still don't have Ravelosin. He's fucking dope, but he won't even put a tackle in like that. It's not in his DNA, and we're missing that. I still think we need an enforcer, and we don't have it. And we had one, and that motherfucker got suspended for fucking killing Polo. So, and that fool hasn't played like that since. So it's an issue for me. Dude. Everybody's fucking soft, and I'm gonna keep saying that until we fucking figure out how not to have soft ass players on this team.
But again, man, like don't harp on like again. Last 2 performances 100% right.
You mean the last month and a half, dog? Not the last 2.
No, I said the last 2, right? Because this same team with the same performances, giving them next season, that's gonna be results. I'm telling you right now, throwing that out there. You guys can come at me next season, but this same team playing the same way, next season is gonna get those results. That once we drop this year, right? If this trajectory continues, like that's it. If we play like we played the last 2 matches, never mind, take that back, right? But everything prior to that, this team is a better looking team. So I don't think we need to be fucking rugged, right? Because they're not looking for that.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but you need a rugged player, bro. Every team has one. Every good team has one. We can't be the only fucking team in the league that doesn't have one. Because what happens when we start getting cracked, like against, I forgot what fucking team was. Vancouver was fucking killing our players, dog. Killing Cabral. And no one backed them up. Dog, teams are going to keep doing that shit to us. And no one there puts in a fucking foot.
Against who? Against
Vancouver, who we fucking lost to.
Vancouver?
Yeah.
We drew that 1-1. If it was Minnesota, maybe. But again, listen.
We did lose to Vancouver early in the season, though.
That's back in June? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, maybe that's what we're talking about.
Backtracking, right? What I'm saying, like this game we didn't lose because we're soft.
We're not good. That's why we lost.
I know, man. I don't agree because
to me, you think we lost because we're soft?
You guys are trying to harp on the Jet on that first goal, but
Second goal.
I mean second goal. Cool, that's fine. If you guys want to do it there, but to me the issue is sooner than that. First of all, where is our left back? Right, I have no idea where the left back was on that play.
Who's the left
Or I
back at
think
that
he's
point?
the one. I think he got. Exactly right.
That
I
was
think he got
Nico.
lost with Okay, so I guess he got lost with the Siani part two, right? Because if you look at the start of the play, look at what happens, right? Siani part two and Nico are chasing the same player, and then they kind of split off, right? Where Nico goes into the middle, and baby Siani, well, big Siani or Siani, I'm gonna just call him Siani. Fuck it. Siani also runs and follows a player that had the ball, whoever it was. I think it might have been Fagundes, right? And look at what happens. They kind of split off onto the right side of the field, right? More to like the end line. I mean sideline. You already lost you're already in no man's land, right? As a center back, you're in no man's land. You're not gonna get back to wherever you gotta get to. What happens? He tries to get a tackle. He said, "Cae el pendejo." Look at it, crack him. You already lost it. Get the foul right there. And worse, you get a yellow right there and end the play. End the play right there. What happens? He misses a player. He falls or whatever, and then whoever the winger was at that point just comes and he has acres of space just putting that ball. And sir, listen, Grandsir tries to track back. He should never been in that first place. Tried to defend in that position. There's no reason that he should have been the one. When you're talking about left back and your center back, two players, any of those two could have cut that up sooner. There's no reason why our winger had to be rushing all the way back to try and stop that ball from getting crossed in. Look
Well,
at
that
the shit
happens.
again.
Happens in trust. But come on, now this happens plenty of times during the game, and doesn't come in a goal because that's transition, right? Like you cover the gaps. You go to the gaps where you need to. Like so that's why they were in a position. Why I'm harping on legit is because he was in the fucking zone where the ball ends up being, right? I get what you're saying, Angel. Like maybe we should have been positioned better in decision. Fine, that
I
works.
think, and the reason I say that is because I agree with Masa in that sense. Like, if you take that foul right there, that's it. Se acabó. Ahí se acabó. Take the stupid ass foul. You're already in the middle of nowhere, like in the middle of nowhere. Siani should have been in that position, right? Sega should have been somewhere in that midfield. I mean, in that box, right in the middle to clear the ball out. It should not be on the Jet. That's what I'm getting at. It should not be on the Jet on the guy that's supposed to be playing.
But again, like, listen. So what we're saying is that like we want our team never to move from the shape they originally come out in. They want to attack vertical and come back vertical. All right, cool. But listen, but they didn't, right? But they didn't, and a lot of fouls don't get taken. And even at all that, like we're out of shape. We're scrambling a little bit. There's somebody in front of the person going to take the shot. Like you don't like. There's no way you could tell me like all that transpired. We still end up with a guy near the person who's going to take a shot, and there's not a body getting thrown in front of that ball to kind of avoid from being.
I don't think that player has a mentality. Oh, well, this player's out of position. I'm not going to go in there and not do this tackle. Listen. It's the next man up mentality. Whoever's there, do what's best.
Yeah, and throw your body into it, throw everything.
I agree to Angel's point. Sega has been playing out of position. The first goal, you could agree that he was too high up. There needs to be a midfielder there as well. But that doesn't mean because that player's out of position. Just because you're in this position, you should not half-ass a play. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You don't throw your hands up and be like, oh, like I'm supposed to be a cam, so I'm not going to defend this. Like that, you know what I mean? Like I get what you're saying. Like how it transpired though, like there was somebody there. And that somebody should have thrown his body. Like, and I don't care who it would have been, right? It could have been anybody else. Throw your body onto it, like prevent that shot from even going off. I had a message here from Alejandro. He says, Rudy, I used to play goalie too. I thought the goals were more savable than people thought, to be honest. I don't know, man. Like, I think the second goal,
no, that's just a
Bond gets a big paw to it, but that's a lot of pace, and it kind of just, goes backwards. And the first one, I think he does well to get down there in the first shot. It's unfortunate that it bounces right in front of him, and then nobody else reacted. So like, how are you gonna block that fence again? I don't know. Could he done more? Of course, I think every single goal keeper could do more. I don't know if I'm blaming him for any of that though. Like those are just bomb goals. 2-0 boys against Austin, who fucking sits low in the fucking table right now, right? Like they're last place. They're last place in the West.
Very low.
The last place in the West.
I think too.
Are they in sports? I'll verify that right now. Yikes, man! It's they're not, but the close. We're like 25 out of 28, whatever it is. Yikes! This team. This is alarming. More so than any other loss. I've seen this season. how are we feeling right now, though? Right? Listen, I think. Oh, go for it. Sorry.
I want to start off apologetic. I want to apologize to the Galaxy community who listens to this because I drank the Kool-Aid. Never drink the Kool-Aid.
It's not good.
Never drink the Kool-Aid. I don't know why. It's something about, just Rudy's optimism this year. I was like, fuck, new coach, new everything. Fuck it, I drank the Kool-Aid early on. I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll go. With the wins. Listen, I even believed for a minute that we end up in 3, right? And 1 and 2. I mean, in 2 or 3. Remember, I mentioned this. Like, I generally believe that we're gonna end up in the second or third spot because we're doing things without our entire squad, right? We were finding ways to win games, and that was my thing. Not necessarily that it was prettier or that it was better or that we're playing better soccer, whatever it is, but we were finding ways to win games without our full roster, right? But we still were making transitions to the roster. We were still making changes to the roster, right? Early on the season, when I believed this, when I drank that Kool-Aid and I really thought that it would be something better, it's because I had expectations of that it was going to get better when everyone was back. I don't understand how it's gotten worse with everyone back, or close to everyone being back. I just sorry for lying.
The Galaxy,
but did you
the
know
Galaxy who I thought they were?
No. Listen, man. Like all that is cap. All that is cap because everybody drank the fucking Kool-Aid.
Not me.
Listen, because you just want to go against the grain. Because you want to go against the grain, and that's fine. But listen, can nobody tell me they didn't sip on the Kool-Aid after the last 3-4 years, right? Whether you admit it or not, like everybody was hyped about it because we hadn't seen a team compete in a handful of years. So I'm not apologizing for drinking the Kool-Aid. Listen, even right now, right? Like yes, the other teams have gotten closer, but we sit in 5th place at 38 points, 4th place is at 40, 3rd place is 45. Below us, we have Minnesota and RSL, both who we meet in the next few weeks. Like this is not by no means is this a fucking is this a white flag? It's a wrap. What it does mean though, man, because we've been hurt, because we're wounded souls. You know what I mean? Like we've been down this road before. We know what's down that road, and we don't want to go there again. Like I get that. Like I get why we feel that way. But I think what it really is, though, it is a fucking red flag. It is a red flag saying, hey, like something against RSL, there has to be something drastic change, whether that's in formation, the people who are lining up, the starting 11, like something has to change because you can't go another game. What is it? The definition of
insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results.
We can't do that. Vanny can't do that with the team on Wednesday versus RSL because it's crazy.
Insanity.
How do the young kids say it? Bet.
Watch me.
Listen, again, there has to be some change, right? Because like that's a red flag. Like something fell off, something is not clicking, so they need to figure out what that is and bring it back. It's not a wrap, but it's not a wrap for the season by no means, because I think we're still a playoff team. I think there is a possibility we could host a fucking playoff match, but we just gotta figure that shit out.
I thought it was an apologetic podcast. No, it's apologetic now. It's an apologetic podcast now because
it's a change, man.
What you talking about?
Man. Look at the chat.
Yeah,
I thought this was an apologetic podcast.
Host the match. First, what host is the match?
Four.
First 4. The last 4th through 8th. Divisive, it's in 6 points, 7 points.
So I'm telling you, it's not a wrap. And we play every single team below us. We play, and we play KC, and we play Portland again. It's not a wrap.
I mean, at this point, playing below us doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter who we play.
What do you mean playing below us? We win below us. We put padding below us, right? And we need to keep at least the 5th place.
I thought you meant like we play teams below us.
No, like directly below us, right? So we play Minnesota again. We play. I'm sorry, I don't think we play Minnesota again. We play RSL again. We play LFC again. We play Portland. So like they're like the ones who are like nearby us, we still have matches against them. That means we still both put padding on them and cut into their advantage of points right now. So it's not a wrap, but these boys need to figure something out. It's not a wrap because we've seen how good these boys can play at times. Right? There's been glimpses of real fucking talent there. So it's not a wrap. It is concerning though because the trajectory we've been on. But come on, like everybody listening, or you three on the pod with me, we've been MLS fans for a minute. We've seen teams take fucking dips like this and turn it fucking around, right? 2011 was it 2011 or yeah, like what 2011? Point is, this is MLS. This thing tends to happen in MLS for some reason. We got to figure out a bounce back, and it has to be fast, and it has to be drastic. Like
there was a fight in that team. It wasn't this slow when it came to that. It wasn't. We didn't get off the field and be like, "Fuck, what did we just see?"
Listen, this team. Go for it. Sorry.
I just want to say this has to be the most pathetic and worst away loss ever in my life that I've seen. Ever.
I've seen a few.
I don't even know what to say, man. It was that bad. This has been the worst away performance that I've ever been to.
We've been traveling. We've been traveling through fucking. We traveled through Siggy. We traveled to Kurt. We traveled to GBS. Like, I think it's recency bias. I don't think it's the worst. I think it was pathetic, bro. Like, you know what? No, you know what? I'll tell you.
Different expectations for this.
Yeah, that part. The expectation was a killer. Because Jeremy told me the same thing.
Yeah,
Jeremy told me the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, well, in the context of like, it's bad because I really thought we were gonna win, right? Like in that context, because for us that travel for a little bit, like getting a win away is kind of like a hopeful thing, but it's not something like we feel like it's in the bag all the time. But Jeremy went into this one thinking like, yeah, this is in the bag, and it wasn't, right? So like, I'm hearing that too. Let's we lost against Austin. Breaking news: 2-0 versus Austin. We lost. Let's talk about this team since we haven't been here for a month or so. How are we feeling? Let's start here. How are we feeling about what we already talked about, right? But I want to hear about Granzier. I want to hear about Efra. I want to hear about the other pieces that have come in. And the pieces that have been here, right? Like Jonah, the Seba, fucking Sasha, like, because it's getting close to the end of the season, I want to start looking a little bit ahead, right? Like how many of these players that we brought in are we looking like, okay, give them the next year or so, like, because they're gonna be something. The players that we have right now, do they still cut it, or do we need to move away and bring something else? Like, let's talk about the team right now, specifically looking at the players.
Get Leggett off my squad. We still could sell him high. He's still a USA pretty boy. It's still there. I said this about Stairs. Sell him high. We had that chance. Now, no, I doubt anyone will try to get him. Sell Leggett high. I don't see it. For what my man's getting paid almost $1 million a year. Almost $1 million a year. To the product that's on the field. And yeah, we could make the argument, well, the whole team's been shit. Yeah, but the whole team's not making close to $1 million a year.
A lot of them are, though.
Not the Nico.
A lot of players that are on the field right now are, though.
Yeah, but not the Nico. Well, the Araujo. I mean, the Araujo. He's on.
Araujo's up there now. $700 and change.
That's all right. We're talking about $400,000.
All right, but listen, like,
they're not getting paid $60,000-$70,000 like they used to.
Yeah, and not even 200s, right? Like these guys are like over $500,000. Like, you know what I mean, $750,000. Like,
that's fair.
Like,
but for $1 million, I feel that we could find something a bit better with a lot more. How many chances have we given Leggett? How many years has he had on this team?
So that now that's argument, right? Like that I'm for selling him, not because of what he's earning, because I don't think he fits in this team, right? Like, is it the service for him? First of all, I think he's a better player than what he shows with us, and is it the service for the fucking team because he's not really like, where's his position? Like, what does he pull? What is he really bringing to the team? Like, it's hard, right? There's glimpses of it sometimes, and I'm like, he found that space, or he swung that in, but most of the time it's not that, right? Most of the time is like, I mean, similar to what I was talking about at Efra last year, where like, ping the passes that you saw, bro. Like, why you're not hitting those passes? Because I see you looking at the space, I see you looking at the run, and then you turn around and pass it back or pass it sideways, right? Like, I don't think he fits in the team. I think he needs to be more of a focal point of the team. So I'm for it. I'll be for that. I'll be for fucking moving Leggett. Anybody else? Actually, Angel Masa, any of you guys in for keeping legit?
No. I'll move.
It's time.
It doesn't.
It's time. Him and Jonah.
Same with Jonah.
Same with Jonah. Bye.
So before we move on to Jonah, like, is there a position you want to see legit at least for the rest of the season? Like, where do you want to see him at? Because we have to see him because I mean the team. So where is his position at? Where do you want to see him at?
Damn.
Hard. See what I mean? Like, and that's where I go when I see, like, I don't think he has a spot because, like, I can't fit him into. I don't know where to fit him in. I'm like, this is where I want to see him. Right? There's no real, like, right now the way we're shaping up. Like, there's no real position for him because I'd rather have Vasquez in the position, to be honest.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Right.
Me too.
Since you guys brought up Jonah, like, let's talk about Jonah because I'm gonna get shit for this, but I don't think he's been looking that bad the last few games. I think
he would have looked good. He would have looked good if they put away these couple of passes.
Yeah, because I think he's been with a lot of energy. But if we look,
but it's time, though.
Yeah, talk to me about
it. Time. Not worth the DP spot anymore. You know. So.
And I don't think that he'll take listen, if he takes 10, that's fine. I'll keep him.
If he takes 10, I'll keep him. But my issue is DP injury. You don't want to get the green card. My man gotta go, my G. There's too many cons to the pros. So GG's, Jonah.
Well, listen, I know we're talking about like the money and all that, but let's talk about like on-field shit because
I mean, for a DP, he's supposed to change the game, and he hasn't been able to do that.
My opinion.
He's at best he's on par with other CMs in the league, dog. And if you're making DP money,
Alonso,
it's not. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. And I love Jonah, bro. Shit pains me to say. I was so pumped when he got here, but it's time. Like the league is too fast, too strong for him now. He needs to play in the league. Well, it could be. I mean, it could not, but I mean, it's just it's not working, bro.
Before I say my piece, Angel, what you think? Angel, what?
I echo what you guys said. I mean, it's time for legit to go. It's time for Jonah to go. And you know what it is? These guys have been probably the two longest serving members apart from Steres, right?
Probably.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yep. And then there's the P.
They've been in part of an era where all we know is failure, right? Maybe the exception is legit because he still was there in 2016 when we lost playoffs. Right, to Colorado. He's still part of that, okay team. But I was already on the tail end of that dynasty, right? Where
that was it.
We had already seen Keno was already
make a best year,
right?
Make a best year, Gerard year.
Yeah, exactly.
Gio year, yeah.
Right. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, so he was brought in to supposedly be the future, right? To be this whole idea and replacement of what we had then, right? He was supposed to carry that team or carry our team to the next version of the Galaxy, right? And next version of the Galaxy with him in it, with Steres in it, has been asked. Yeah, been trashed. So I don't want to say that he has a loser mentality because he doesn't. He's won with the U.S. national team, right? But what I'm saying is that I don't think he's the leader of this team. He is not a leader to take your team to win. Steres, the fact that that motherfucker is. The fact that he's still here getting paid by us, it's fucking crazy to me. I don't get this.
I still judge him for this year alone, though, man. Judge him for this year alone. I don't think he's that bad at this year alone. I really don't think he's that bad this year alone.
He's been out,
but I don't think he's been
done. Like, what the fuck you want us to do?
Yeah, like
it's like another. So you guys are obsessed with that La Sandrini shit. He gives you fucking 5 good games, and then he's out the whole year, and you fucking want to praise him. Fuck that, bro. He's been out. Just like Jonah's been out. And Chicha started off fucking dope, but Chicha gotta go too, dog. Like, this shit's not gonna work with him. Because we don't have the players. We still don't have a fucking creativity to feed the ball the way we have to.
I think
everyone has to go.
No,
no,
he had a
we
couple
cannot do
opportunities.
this. We can listen. No, man, this is just again, this is just some bullshit right now. We say everybody gotta go. That's some bullshit because we just everybody did just go.
Well, not
No, and
everybody.
Everybody did just
I
go.
don't
Everybody.
This is
agree.
some
Not
bullshit. Like, come
everybody.
on.
I'm saying he had a couple opportunities. Right, no, that's what I'm
Who?
saying. I agree.
Chicha?
I don't
Yeah.
agree on Chicharito. He had a couple opportunities. If he would have put one away, cool. We wouldn't be saying this. And I'm fine. He's one goal in 3 games after coming back from injury. That's okay. And he's had a couple opportunities. Sure, he should have put one of those two away. Fine. But you know what? He's gotten his opportunities with this shit team. Right. So I'm not on the Chicharito thing.
Let's go back to Jonah.
To my thing. Yeah. Well, exactly. And it's what I was gonna get to. It's those 3, in my opinion, come from an era. If we're trying to take our team to be great again, to be, do things, just be the Galaxy again that everybody is afraid of. We can't do it. You can't do it with these 3 guys anymore.
Yeah.
Those 3 got to go. I just think they bring, I don't know, like negative, just the image of those last 5-6 years, and
I think,
they're attached to it.
But see, I'm sorry, but I think that's us. That's us. That's how we feel it. Because you're right. Like, again, listen, we today, this season, we're still giving Stairs shit because we can't look past like how shit he's been for the last 4 years, whatever it is, right? Like, and I get that, but like, and I'm not backing these guys up. I think Leggett has to go. I think Jonah has to go, and also for the same reason, I think Leggett has to go because I'd rather have Revelos in the middle of the park than have Jonah, right? So where else do I put Jonah? The way we're trying to play football is not the way Jonah likes to play football. Jonah likes to play real short and compact, giving goals. That's not what we're doing. We're looking to spread the field more. Like, that's not his game, right? And yes, listen, I think we saw some of it this game, right? Like, he could play that, but it's not his go-to, right? Because he could ping a ball too, but it's not what he's looking to do. So, like, let's not try to make this player do that because, again, he's a high-rated player, right? So we can't necessarily say, hey, like, forget everything you've done in your okay career and do something now at age 32, whatever it is. Like, I think it's bad. I think he has to go too. I think he go because that should be Revelos's spot. A younger kid who's, in my opinion, equally as talented and plays and doesn't have that baggage. More physical for sure, yeah, and doesn't have that baggage, right? Doesn't have the baggage that Jonah is carrying from like all the years of shit. Let me switch it up a little bit. Let's talk about Efra because I know we had Efra talks.
I've always been high on him. Always been high on him.
We have ever talks for a long time, and I think we're split like big time on this. Where do we stand with Efra today?
Keep my man.
So,
you think so?
So high, dog. Is this team gonna win a championship in the next 2 years, 3 years?
You don't think so?
I'm not saying I'm not saying they are, but I mean, he probably won't be here
this year. Next year, no, I don't think we win a championship.
He won't be here if he keeps playing the way he's playing, dog. He's not gonna be here. Just like Julian, I would sell Julian now and Efra now because those kids are ready to move on to be better.
But these guys are not. They're not in the same boat as Legit and them, right? Because like these kids, we're not gonna sell.
No,
they're gonna get bought. Like somebody's to come in and say, hey, here's a bag. I'm taking this kid. Here's a bag. I'm taking that kid. Like so like yeah. If the offers come
I'm not saying sell like because they're trash or because their time is up. No, they deserve better, Doug. Both of them, especially after this season.
I know.
Well, so far this season, but no, they need to go. So I'm still not high on Efra, but if the bag is there to sell him, I'm selling that.
That's fair.
This is going into like complete seller keep. That's not necessarily what I want to do. I kind of want to talk about players and individually how they perform this year and what the future prospect looks like, right? Whether like you think they'll be around or
so
go for it.
My opinion, I'm gonna get heat for this, but Efra is still not that good.
Hey!
He is good off the bench. Because he does come in with energy. He has that spark for sure. But look at the games where he's actually started the game. He can't dictate the game. He gets lost from the beginning. I don't know. I guess it takes. I don't know. I think his IQ is there, right? Clearly, because he's reading the game when he's watching the game from the outside. When he comes as a sub, he knows what to do. He knows what he knows what his role is, and he does it great when he comes off the bench. But when he starts the game, it's night and day with him. He's terrible. I think he's ass when he starts the game. And I'm already on the Efrain. I said I gave him a pass after he nutmegged what's his face that game, right? So
Yeah, because
he can stay. He can stay for he can stay for the rest of the time. I don't care what he's done before. He can stay with us forever now. But specifically to his game, that's my opinion. I don't know if you guys agree. Well, probably don't believe me, but I say go watch his games throughout the season. The games where he's impactful and he to me where he's like, damn, for okay, I see it. It's only the games he comes off the bench. When he starts games, it was like, no, I was right.
I think you're 100% right. With like his impact off the bench versus him starting is spot on. But I don't agree with you when you say like he gets lost. Like there's something about when he comes on, like I think it might be like the other team's fucking physical state at that point, where he takes advantage and he just connects the passes. But like the game we had at home, who was that against? We just had a game recently at home that he started, and I was so upset because everything he looked for was right. Like every single pass he looked for was the pass he needed to make. Unfortunately, he made none of those. Like none of them like got through. Right? I'm big on it for right now because last year I was upset that he wasn't looking for these passes, or he wasn't even attempting these passes that he saw. This year, like he's been attempting all the passes. He's been taking like passes that are super dope, and when he's starting, he's not hitting them. That progression, dude, like that's exactly what I want to see on Efra. Especially now when he does come in off the bench and he does make an impact because he brings in that energy. Like that's the progression I want to see, especially for a kid in that role, right? Like because I get it. Like, listen, we're talking big about what's his name? Schism Mind, but we're talking big about a kid earlier this season on a different team, and that's kind of fallen flat recently, right? Like these kids are gonna have that. And the way that we're treating Efra, I think is really good. I'm in for Efra. I had this conversation with Eddie. Actually, Eddie's in the chat talking about like he ain't gonna get any better. Saldana for Jonah, take the throne kid. So Efra because he's trash. Again, I think that's a little harsh. But like, I was having this conversation, like this kid is probably the first prospect I'm really seeing them taking him up. And it's not a wonder kid, is a prospect who's they're taking him up and they're actually showcasing him correctly. I think he does get sold because somebody comes in and buys him, but I also think this kid he's good, man, and he's only gonna get better. George, take on Efra real quick.
Listen, I've been on this pod saying that this man is good. He shows me glimpses of what Gio could have been, that play. But to what Masa said, I don't see us winning anything in the next 2 years. And if we're gonna get money off of him to help our chances in winning, then sell him. He proved me right. He sold me.
I wanna come back to this about this talk about like winning a cup in the next couple of years, because that's interesting to me. But because we just talked about Efra and his impact coming off the bench, let's talk about Granzier. Because yeah, let's move away from the keeper. So like from the jump, let's talk about like their game currently right now. Listen, we had, I think we're all together in this, that we would hope that he would have started the last couple of games, right? Because he's been on point. But this kid is bringing the same thing as Efra coming off the bench, and I kind of like that, man. I think we need to see more product of it, but because of his pace, because he's willing to take people on. Like when he comes in as a sub, I mean, like we saw it against even Austin, right? Like he brought a little something different. Like even that knuckle shot that he had, that the keeper had to fucking parry off to the left with his fist, like that's different, and I like this. I like this from it. Feels fucked up that we had to sacrifice him just some minutes, but I think he serves as well. Talk to me about Granzier. Talk to me about his current role. I think a lot of you guys are gonna say like you want him starting, but talking about his current role, talk to me. What do you think his progression is gonna be for next year too? I think that's interesting too. Like I think he's figuring out the league right now, and if he gets that correctly, next year should.
I think he's gonna be better next season. To be honest, I think he has this confidence to his play. And it's honestly, it's just this season, I think it's just I don't want to say unlucky, but if he practices his finishing a little better, I think he'll be that complete winger or a wide player. Because I mean, how many times has that man hit the post this season, bro? He should be close to double-digit goals. This season alone, he's not. He has what, four or five goals this season. He has like 4 or 5 assists. I think next year he could probably double up on that. And I think that he's still young enough to make progress going forward. So I'm excited about Grandsir, man. And the fact that he comes back, he tracks back, and he's not scared to put a tackle in, not scared to use his fucking body. Like, I don't know. I think this is the only but upside to Grandsir.
And he's kind of built like a small running back too. You know what I mean? Like, because he's small, but he's not. You know what I mean? He has a bigger frame that they look like he should. But yeah, I hear you on that. Masa, not Masa. George, Angel. Any thoughts on Grandsir before we move on?
We've seen the progression of him from the beginning. It was easy for us to talk about Cabral and Grandsir because they both came in at the same time, and we were just seeing the frustration that they weren't progressing. And I think Cabral stayed back, and Grandsir, we've seen it happen. He's still learning the league. He's adjusting. The team around him is not performing, so he can't do much. He's not starting in a position where I feel he needs to be starting. So what he's dealt with, I think he's doing everything that he can. And for that reason, I want him to continue to grow to this team.
Angel, anything else other than Puppy?
He's our best player.
Our best player?
That's it. He's our best player. He needs to be starting every game.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting because I hear that, man. But yeah, it's interesting. Listen, I was gonna ask about Trevor Lawson, but I think he's like that's daddy for me.
Easy.
Like that's daddy for me.
Stay.
Here, actually, I was gonna go somewhere else, but let's talk about this. George, you said a couple times already today. You don't see us winning a cup in the next year or 2.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How do the rest of you guys feel about that?
I think that's pretty accurate, bro. I mean, I give Vanny's project anywhere from 3 to 5 years if we want to lift the cup. I don't see it now. I don't see it next season.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the 3rd, 4th, or 5th one. But it's gonna
I say
be
1 or 2
process.
years. I say 1 or 2 years. This year's included already.
So you're saying like not next year, maybe
not next year, of course. Yeah, I think this year we're a first round exit at best.
Angel,
If
yeah, this
if we make playoffs.
Yeah, that I don't know, bro. I need more time to think about this. I don't want to just say 2-3 years, 2-3 years. You know, 3.
We've been saying 2-3 years for fucking 10
we
years.
need different players.
let me
We need players. Yeah, I know. The reason being is because these guys can't win, man. The Jet and I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back to it. Jet and Jonah can't win. They don't know how to win.
Man, that's on us. That's
For us,
our
at least,
mentality.
you know, they don't know how to win for us.
That's our mentality.
Right? Exactly, but they can't. Think about it. For us, they can't. For us, they can't. Like for our club, they can't.
Again,
They don't know how to win right now.
I think that's supporter mentality.
that's changed.
I think that's supporter mentality. To be honest, I think that's like the supporters thinking that way, not necessarily like.
What do you mean?
Because I there's no fucking way you're telling me these guys are not like coming into pitch wanting to win every single game. Right? Like there's no doubt in my mind that these guys they want to win. Right? They haven't done it. So like I don't want to go into it because we had this discussion over and over again, especially about the
these players feel that they come first before the team. And that's the mentality that we don't need.
But see, like that's the projection that we're taking upon what they're doing in the field.
And upon what they're doing elsewhere. And upon what they do. How many times have we joked? How many times has the underlying joke of Jonah is like, in what minute he's going to start limping?
Okay.
That's an underlying joke of a man that will never, we have yet to see him do that with his national team.
How often is that happening this season with him?
What do you mean? It happened right after he came back from the national team and before he left. He left to the Mexico team and he was injured.
Again, and how did that transpire when he got back? Like, was he injured when he got back?
He played 30 minutes when he came back, and we asked where he was at,
Man,
and then he started limping in those 30 minutes as he was tracking back.
Like I again, let's move past that because this circles. We always go circles when it comes to this. Because it's our perception of what's going on. Like, right. So, and I don't think you're wrong. I think it's just our perception of what we see going on. But let's go back to
it's always going to be objective. It's never going to be subjective when we talk about it. Subjective, not objective.
Yeah. Let's go back to Galaxy winning with the next year or two. Right. Again, I'm not optimistic, so take this with a nice pinch, salt bay. You know what I mean? Take the salt bay, like some salt off the elbow. But this team is set up, right? Look at the player. Look at the players that just got brought in.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, Cabral being included. Nico? Like, there's no way. No, Nico's alone. He's not considered somebody who brought in like permanently. But look at the players. Look at players they brought in, right? With Revolution, with even Cabral. Mm-hmm. I know we're gonna get heat for that, but even Cabral, Granger for sure. Efra coming up, Julian coming up. Again, hoping that we keep him for another year. Like just that core right there, and then you have Chicharito, who's gonna be here, and I think he's the one who needs to be here. You have Bon, who's here, and you know, decent part. That's 7 players right there who I think make a fucking good core for next season, right? You sprinkle in some MLS experience in there, especially, you know, especially on defense. I think we need to get a MLS experience, like decent center back. And I think that's a team that, again, glimpses of that this year were like when we played KC and when we've played Seattle, those teams have not ran through us, right? Those are teams to beat. None of the teams that ran through us, like this team with another year experience, especially the younger ones.
Seattle ran through us this year, didn't they?
No. First game though.
Yeah, that first again, that first game, like.
But even then, that first game could have been different. We talked about it.
Yeah, look at the score.
Exactly.
I mean, look at the game, not the score.
We talked about like it's
Yeah.
No, there's no team.
That's what pisses me off, right?
Yeah.
Why is it always that, right? Like, fuck, man. Why is always those teams? You know, like you know what? I'm not concerned about the LAFC game. People are like, oh, we gotta step up against LAFC. Nah, they are. For some reason, these fuckers always show up.
They are gonna step up.
They are.
That's not a concern.
Everyone's gonna be happy after that.
That's not a concern. But that's my shit. Like, where is the consistency to do that every game? You have to win every game. Listen, if it was the California Cup, then sure. Okay, maybe. But it's not. Fuck, man.
But again, that's what I'm talking about. Like the frustration here is not because like what the fuck you're supposed to do with this team. It's more like, why are you not performing the way you should be performing based on what we have, based on what you've shown us before too. And that's why I'm more optimistic too, because again, like, listen, coming into this year, before the GBS, before the signings, like, you know what I mean? Like, not what I'm feeling right now. But even after everything that's transpired already, like, this team is not a bad team, man. And given next year, dog, like, I'll be mad surprised if we're not in the running for it. Because we should be.
Are we in the running right now, though?
I don't think we're out of it.
But and that's I don't
think we're out of it. Straight up.
No, yes, 100%. You're right. But we're in the running of it, and we're playing bad, and it's bad. You get me? So I'm always gonna want to be in the running of it, but I want to be in the running of it with an optimistic view on it. Like, yeah, this team is playing good, but it's just not there for me. I don't see it. So when you say we're in the running, we're in the running right now. But it's
Seattle last year. You remember Seattle last year?
Nah.
There was mad talks about like, you know, this team, you know, they had to run, but it's a change of an era. This team is not gonna be good, whatever. And what they do, they took them out, right? Like, it's MLS too. Like I get it, man. Like, I get it because we were passionate. I get it because it's our team, and like, you know, what I mean, like, that's where we're at. But it's MLS. Like dips and peaks and valleys in MLS is fucking. It's a norm, right? My only concern is like what's happened in the last 2 games. Other than that, like, man. RSL, yeah, I'll tell you what we have left, right? I'll tell you what we have left right now so we can go through this. But it's RSL, it's Levas, and then it's Portland, right? 3 big games, dog. 3 big wins, and it's a different conversation again. Dog, 2 big wins, and it's a different conversation again. right? Like it. That's exactly where like this is where we want to be at, right? Because we get a couple wins and we're shot back up into depending on another scores, but like we shot up to top 4 again, and now we're talking different. This is MLS, man. This is exactly what it is. I don't think this team is done for. I think we do need some fucking wake up call. Just limbering down the last games we have here. We have at RSL on the 29th, which is Wednesday. We have at home versus Levas, at home versus Portland, away to Houston, at home versus Dallas, away against KC, away against Seattle, at home versus Minnesota. Now this could be fucking. This could be the next fucking 8 games of losing, or it could be different. Like we don't know, but like it's not out. Like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 24 points in the fucking left to grab, bro. This is not by no means over, and especially where we're sitting at right now. That middle of the playoff, like we're straight. We're all right. We'll be all right. I'm hoping. Mark my words. We'll be all right. I'm calling it right now. All right.
So.
I see Angel yawning.
Hope so.
I see Angel yawning. So let's get into questions.
All right.
And then
Glenn wants to know, MLS is wild as fuck. That being said, do you all think there's some type of league pressure to play your DPs even against coach's decision? Tinfoil had I know, but like how the fuck regardless of high paid players of the squad. I disagree.
I think it's pressure when it's a big name. When you have you pressured to play Chicharito. I don't think you're pressured to play Cabral.
Yeah. I again I'm big on like we don't see what goes on behind closed doors, right? And there has to be a reason. And again, like every time I hear Vanny speak, like he's not talking crazy to me. You know what I mean? He sounds pretty reasonable. So
he's very political. There has to be a reason. What to say.
Nah, hell no. Like listen, like the way he describes shit is spot on.
This man was said we're a good team, not a time to be a great team. I never believed that.
But that's an opinion though, right? Because I believe it. I think it's a good team. I think it could be great. And that's no cap. That's not me trying to be fucking. That's not me trying to be like super fucking. Because straight up, man, if I look at, especially when I look at other teams, and the players of their teams, I like my team. Unfortunately, my team doesn't like me.
We've always been good on paper, though. All right, yeah, keep going.
Next question.
Who's your best starting 11? Everyone healthy? What formation as well? Yeesh, we could have an episode off of this shit.
I'm just gonna say that I want Cheech and Jovic starting with 3 in the back and wing backs. That's all I asked for. That's to me. That's what works the best.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I agree with you, and Cabral out and Granzier in, whichever way that works.
Yep.
I'm not even all in. I'm not.
I would like to have, instead of if we do play in that formation, better sit all those fucking center backs and put Ravelis on at center back. Play in that formation.
Man, I need him in the midfield. That's the boss in the midfield.
Take my chance.
I need him in the midfield.
Yep.
I hear you though, but
boss in the back too.
He's a boss everywhere. Put the man as striker.
Yeah, I'm boss that shit too. Fuck it.
I think my biggest change is fucking making sure Vasquez starts the game at Cam. Every single fucking game. You give me 60 minutes. Give me 65. Give me 75 if I have to, but like I need him in the midfield because that's the only fucking creative, like naturally creative player that we have, man. I want Granzier in there. I wouldn't even mind swapping wings with Cabral out right and Granzier out left so I could do the inverted wingers stuff. Good up. I'll still do Koulibaly and fuck, what's his name? Williams, center back. Yep. I'll do Villafania 100 times. I'll do Villafania. I'll do what's the other cat's name? The guy from was it Honduras?
Danny Acosta.
I'll do Acosta over fucking Nico because I hate Nico. Nico's the worst. And that's it. That's the only changes I do, though. I'll sit legit. Have him come in in 65th minute. Maybe he is a spark though, or something. But that's it.
Local Dios wants to know, did Villafania get injured?
Yeah, it says
hyperextended knee.
Well, there you go, Eddie. That's the 45-minute sub that you were talking about. If you take that from a Vanny.
If it was plain ass, anyways, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't get any better though. Ill Kid, damn, nice name. This is on Vanny, Rudy. The coach sets the lineup, and it's on him to make the subs and spark the urgency within the team. What do y'all think about Jonah's performance? So, kind of two things. Rudy kind of attacked you, so defend yourself.
Yo, no. Listen, he brought in his energy pieces, right? He brought Efra and Grenzier, which have been the pieces he's using to kind of bring a different energy to the team. They didn't work. Yeah, we could argue about fucking Cabral because I tend to lean on the like what the fuck is he playing side? Even though back
I understand why we have him though. I will say that really quick though. Because we do have a DP that's under 20 or what is it, 22? The under 22 rule. We were able to pay up Efra and pay up
Julian
Arajo. Right. So now we got those guys secured. And if someone comes and buy them, they're gonna have to pay a lot of money for them. So in that sense, I get that. Just to throw that out there, right? So I think because of that, I think Cabral should be coming off the bench though, because that's probably where he'll be more impactful right now. We do need that position. Like that DP makes sense in terms of why we have that person, not necessarily the player, but that DP.
Fucking Cabral needs a new mantra. That's what he needs. He needs a mantra like I can score goals.
I'm not ready to give up on that.
You know what I mean? Yeah. No, I'm telling you, listen. I think next year he's gonna be better. Straight up, I think next year because it's no longer a question about like what is this league about. Like he knows what the league about. Like so he has to fucking work on his game to accommodate this league for next season. Yeah. Next question.
Antoine the Great wants to know update on end of season predictions. The way things are right now. Staying for me, first or second round exit. Second round if we get lucky.
Conference final, and I don't know what happens then.
Dude, conference final. Fuck.
That's wild.
Conference final.
First round exit.
Yeah.
If not, we're not making playoffs.
I don't think that's it.
Okay, we don't make it playoffs. We miss out on the last day.
To Houston.
Versus
keep the tradition going. Yeah. Keep the tradition going, baby.
It'd be Minnesota.
Keep the tradition going.
It'd be Minnesota. Minnesota will knock us out.
That sounds
right. Minnesota this year. All right, cool. Yeah, it's tradition, baby. It's tradition.
Did scouting get wrong?
No. Did scouting get it wrong? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think
so. The only one they have gotten it wrong for sure though is Koulibaly.
We'll see. Again, how old is Koulibaly?
24.
Yeah. No, I'm okay with that signing, man. Even if it's not for this year. Listen, I honestly, again, like last season, the season before that, I think the season before that, maybe the season before that, definitely the season before that. I've been talking about like you can't have fucking band-aids, you know what I mean? Like, you can't buy players for one season. Like you can't buy like, oh, we need this. It's just like we gotta buy them for right now. Like, you know what I mean? I like what they did. They bought in for fucking, they bought in for the future. And I think they have coaches do it too. Like I get it, man. Like immediate response is what it is. It is what most of us are feeling. But if you take a step back, I think this team is set up. I think it's set up to be good in the next few years.
Hey Rudy, someone said to change your handle to I am optimistic.
I am though. I am. I don't think that's a secret by no means.
All right, last question. Has Cabral improved enough at this point in the season compared to Antuna, who came in as a younger Wenger, and Arsene Wenger? Antuna seemed to have improved more by this point in the season. And second question, who would you start if you were a coach? Oh, we already did that one. Cabral or Granzier. I think we're all on the same Granzier boat. So the Antuna question, what do you guys think?
Antuna was one-dimensional for me. I think still is one-dimensional for me. You know what I mean? Like, so like I get it. He was serviceable, especially with having Zlatan, because you want to get to the end line and cross in. But he's one-dimensional. Like he has the speed and he has speed only. Like, so I don't know. I don't see it that way for sure. Like I don't share the same opinion over Antuna. I mean, we talked about it. Like Massa was big on Antuna. I was meh about Antuna.
I was big on Antuna, but not for DP money though.
Accurate.
So answer the question.
So who would I prefer? Who would I start? Or
who do you think is? Motherfucker. Who's showing more progression like up to the season, right? Like Antuna his season up to like
during the
right
one
now,
season that we're here, or in general?
Yeah, the one season they're here. Both Cabral. Compare Cabral and Antuna.
Antuna.
Let me follow that up. But like, who would you, if you had a choice, would you keep? You had a choice of either one. Who would you keep for your roster for next year?
Now?
Yeah, right now.
Not involving money.
No. Just player. It's not real. It's not gonna happen. Just
Antuna, 100%. Antunation Bergation, 100%. He's such a better player now. He's
maybe because
I don't know if because he switched leagues, but he's a way better player now.
I didn't like him.
I'll take Antuna. I'll take Antuna 100% over Cabral. I wouldn't pay the 10 mil though.
Yeah, no.
I mean, if you ask me that question, fuck no. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like people are like, well, why the fuck don't we keep Antuna? It's like, because Galaxy ain't stupid enough to pay 10 mil because it's not worth the 10 mil.
Yep.
So that answers your question right there. But if I had to pick without any money involved, who I think is a better player right now, it's Antuna. 100%.
Angel and George, you guys feel the same way?
Yep.
Damn.
I don't know. I still think Antuna's overrated as fuck.
Same.
We haven't
seen
enough.
He might be, but he has what Cabral doesn't, and Antuna's fearless to take players on. Antuna's fearless to go forward.
It's false because Antuna doesn't take players on. He doesn't know how to. He doesn't. He's just speed, bro. He
knocks the ball.
How many? Fuck, are you serious right now? I'm not.
But he fucking goes forward though. He goes forward. He doesn't hesitate.
Again, I don't rate Antuna at all. I think he's one dimensional.
You might not rate, but he gets to the fucking end line and he'll put a ball in and he'll fucking get in dangerous position.
That's all you got to do is cover the end line.
Exactly. And if Cabral does that, listen, at least Cabral really tries to
smoking rocks right now, telling me Cabral's a better player.
No,
I'm not saying he's a better player either, though.
No, I said I'll keep Cabral though. I'll keep Cabral over Antuna just because I see more dimensions on him than I do with Antuna. And again, it's because that's preference because I think Antuna just knocks the ball and runs really fast. Gets to the end line. I don't think you can put a good cross. I don't think you could put a consistent good cross in. So, but yeah, it's not gonna happen either way, so it doesn't matter. Anything else, George? Do we have anything else?
That's it.
Dope. Let me do some ACB plug real quick. Tickets for LFC all sold out. Unfortunately, some of y'all bought LFC tickets and didn't buy your ACB membership, so you're just gonna get canceled the next couple of days. You'll get the email. We will repost those tickets out for our members to buy them once we make sure we have the right number and not oversell. We're working with FO, try to get the tickets. Options are really weird right now. So we'll see what we can do. Make sure you stay on our socials. ACB XLA on Twitter, Angel City Brigade on Instagram. And if you're on the Facebook updates page, if you're a member, make sure you're there because we also post there. Big tailgate for this. I don't think we announced it yet, but I'm gonna leak it here. We're having what we're calling a vendor buyout. So we're having bacon rack hot dogs, mangoñadas, and something else. So we're pretty much buying. We're buying out the vendors so they can come and serve us the food. Just trying to show some support to them. There's other things in the works right now with the FO when it comes to like vendors. So I'm hoping to be able to give you guys some updates on that. It should be a dope ass tailgate. We got the Landon Donovan statue reveal. That's also gonna happen on the 2nd for the G2 game. News on that and how you get into that and what we're doing for that is coming up quick. So make sure you're checking emails. So yeah, 10-3 that weekend should be fun. Keep a lookout for more tickets and information on that. Shout out to all the G's and especially my ACB people who traveled to Austin. Angel, I know I didn't even get to ask you about that, but it seems like Austin was a movie. Unfortunately, it's a movie with a bad ending to it.
It was a comedy.
But
it was a comedy. Yeah, definitely.
It was, and not a rom-com. It was one of those fucking like scary movies. Yeah. What?
The stands were whack too.
Yeah.
Because of the team. You could tell people were trying, bro, and
they gave you nothing.
I'm not gonna knock anyone for it, So I was there, like we were trying, but fuck, man, that team was ass. Like,
Yeah, man, it
like,
sucks.
no
sucks.
life, no pulse, nothing. And I'm not saying that it was like terrible. Okay, obviously we were still making noise or whatever, but
No, but we had numbers out there, so it should have been rocking.
Exactly, and that's my thing, right? It should have been Dallas. It should have been Houston.
Yep.
It should have been that, right? That's what I was hoping. That's what I was expecting out of it. In terms of the crowd that we had and the numbers. Man, fuck that team, bro.
But yeah, big shout out to you guys. I know there's a few people on tour who are going from Austin to Salt Lake, so big shout out to you guys. I know was it Alejandro who's going to Arcel? Big shout out to you guys. Stay safe, have fun. And we'll see you guys on the weekend at home. With that being said, this is another episode Straight from the Stands. I'm Rudy. I'm Smarts on Twitch. I'm Smarts on Twitter. I'm Smarts on the gram.
George, follow me at Los Angeles Dodgers. And at Rams.
Follow me. Hell yeah. Follow me anywhere right now. Let's go follow George because we're the same person. He's my daddy.
Hell yeah.
Peace, love, and Jesus up.
Yo, sorry. My bad. If you still listen to this, we'll try to get on more often, but I think what's going to be will be a mix of live and pre-recorded content, just because life's happening and a lot of us have different schedules right now. So please keep in contact with socials to see when we're coming up and when we're dropping new content. But now for real, peace. Catch you guys later. Buenas noches.